Hey everyone, welcome back to Tap Tech, where we dive deep into the gear that matters. Today we've got something very special to talk about, the newly announced Sony RX1R III. Yep, you heard that right, the third generation of the RX1R full-frame compact line is here. If you're into premium cameras, minimalist form with maximum image quality, you'll want to stick around until the very end of this video because we're unpacking everything you need to know: specs, real-world usability, what's changed. Let's start strong. Imagine a pocket-sized full-frame camera that doesn't ask you to swap lenses or carry heavy gear. That's the idea behind the RX1R III. Sony has quietly ushered in a major update after what felt like a long wait. They've packed in a 61-megapixel full-frame XR sensor into a fixed-lens body, and yes, the lens is the famed Zeiss Sony RX1R III 35mm f/2. But there's more. Along with that sensor upgrade, we're seeing Sony's latest BIONZ XR image processor, an integrated AI processing unit for subject tracking, and an updated autofocus system with 693 phase detection points covering 78% of the image area. All of which means this isn't just new camera body, it's a serious tool for photographers who demand quality and portability. That 61MP full-frame sensor means huge detail you can crop in, make big prints, or just enjoy resolution you didn't expect in a compact body. The fixed 35mm f/2 lens is a classic field of view. Street, travel, reportage, even portraits, this lens and body combo make it simple: point and shoot, no lens changes, minimal fuss. AI-based tracking means humans, animals, birds, even insects, cars, airplanes. This camera attempts to identify and track them reliably, all in a compact form. The build, lightweight yet high quality, magnesium alloy body with refined textures, purposeful design. If you're a creator, a pro, or someone who wants the ultimate everyday carry full-frame camera without lugging a big setup, this is ticking a lot of boxes. Fixed lens means no zoom, no lens swaps, you're committed to 35mm, though there is a step crop mode to give 50mm or 70mm equivalent from the same sensor. Because of the compactness, there are compromises. For example, battery life isn't huge, there's no tilting screen, and while autofocus is strong, in some real-world reviews you'll find notes about limitations. Pricing is premium. This isn't an entry-level offering, especially for audiences in premium markets. So your return on investment matters. Okay, let's walk through the key features, what they mean for you, and how this camera could change your workflow, or maybe why it might not fit you. Firstly, image quality and sensor. That 61MP full-frame XR sensor, huge resolution, great dynamic range, excellent low-light performance for a fixed-lens compact. It means you can crop aggressively, you can print large, or you can shoot with confidence knowing you have detail to play with in post. The fixed lens helps too, since the lens is optimized for the sensor. You're not making optical compromises you would with interchangeable lens systems. Sony have leveraged micron-level adjustment of lens and sensor alignment to maximize image quality. Secondly, lens and step crop mode. The lens remains the Zeiss Sony RX 35mm f/2, superb optics, sharp, characterful, and it stays true to the compact fixed lens ethos. But Sony adds flexibility. Thanks to the sensor's resolution, you can shoot in step crop shooting mode to effectively get 50mm at 29MP or 70mm at 15MP equivalents. That's clever. You keep the physical simplicity but gain focal length versatility. Third, autofocus and AI tracking. This is where Sony shines. 693 phase detection points covering a broad area of the frame, AF performance down to EV 4.0 and AFS mode, ISO 100 equivalent, so even in low light the camera can lock focus. The AI processing unit supports subject types like human, bird, insect, airplane, enabling auto subject type in many situations, meaning the camera can do the heavy lifting while you focus on composition and timing. That's huge for street/travel photographers who want speed and reliability. Fourth, video and hybrid use. While the RX1R III is clearly photocentric, it offers 4K video at 30p, and Full HD up to 120p, with support for S-Cinetone profiles in 10-bit color in some regions. So if you occasionally slide into video work, you do have the tools. Fifth, build quality and usability. The body is compact and made from magnesium alloy. Sony designed the top panel so dials are low profile, no protrusions, giving a sleek yet functional look. The grip, textures, coatings, all high quality. Moreover, connectivity includes USB-C with power delivery, HDMI Type-D, Wi-Fi, and smartphone integration. Now, to keep you watching, let's talk why this matters, and where the real winner versus trade-offs lie, so you can decide if this is for you. If you're watching from the US, UK, Europe, Australia, or other premium markets, you'll likely expect top quality, durability, brand support, and excellence in performance. The RX1R III is competing at that level. Why you might love it. Ultra-compact full-frame, you can carry this camera every day. No lens changes, no bulky bags. Street, travel, reportage, maximum image quality with minimal fuss. Fixed lens means you don't change lenses, reducing risk of dust, reducing gear weight, simplifying your workflow. If you value image quality over flexibility, i.e., you shoot mostly one focal length, or you're fine cropping, this is a dream. Prestige, having a premium compact that packs in the sensor and tech from Sony's Pro lines is a statement in itself. For creators who demand the best in stills, and want a strong walk-around camera without going full mirrorless interchangeable system, this fits perfectly. Where you may hesitate. Cost: the MSRP in US is about $5,099.99 for the RX1R III. In premium countries with taxes and import duties, expect more. That's a lot to ask. Fixed lens: if you love swapping lenses, shooting ultrawide or super telephoto, this isn't for you. Ergonomics/trade-offs: some reviewers cite the lack of tilting screen and the small battery life as weak points. If you're on location for long hours or need video flexibility, you might want more. Video is good, but this isn't primarily a video camera in the interchangeable sense. If video is your main focus, consider alternatives. The compact size is amazing, but sometimes compactness comes with compromises in handling or accessory support. So, in sum, if you live in a premium market, you appreciate image quality, you shoot a lot of stills, you prefer a minimalist but high-end setup, the RX1R III is one of the most compelling options out there right now. Now to wrap things up, should you buy it? If you've watched all the way here, you're serious about gear. My take: yes, if your photography style aligns. If you capture moments, portraits, street, travel, and you want one camera that delivers excellence with simplicity. But no, if flexibility, zoom, lens choices, shooting video heavily, or budget are your key factors. One more thing: buying in premium countries means consider warranty, support, local pricing, tax/import duties, and whether you can actually access authorized Sony service in your region. Also evaluate accessories, grip, lens hood, filters, and whether you'll carry it every day. Gear you don't carry is gear you don't use. Thanks for staying with me until now, and because you did, here's a bonus tip: if you buy this camera, invest in a high-quality fast card, UHS-2, for the 61MP RAWs, and consider a strap that balances the small body so it doesn't feel too delicate when shooting by hand. Also test the AF tracking with the subject types you use most, human, bird, animal, to ensure the AI subject recognition works for your style. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the RX1R III, drop a comment below. What would you shoot with this camera? What's most important to you in a compact premium camera? And if you're thinking of upgrading your gear, hit the like button for more detailed reviews like this. Alright, that's it from Tap Tech for today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next camera or gear breakdown. I'll see you in the next one, where we dive into another cutting-edge piece of tech. Until next time, keep creating, keep exploring, and as always, thanks for watching.